Welcome to Keon's Cafe and Beyond. Today I'm going to show you how to brew concentrated tea. Now there is a difference between concentrated tea and instant tea. For instant tea, you can use one of these infusers. So you just put it in and then you put a little bit of your infuser, your tea choice in there, and then you bring some hot water, then you pour the water over it, and then you cover it and let it sit for a few minutes to get the tea into the hot water. Now the difference is, for instant tea, after you've let it sit for a few minutes and the tea has infused and become one with the water, you can drink it right away. But for concentrated tea, it's, as it says, it's a concentrate. So once you make it, you can't just drink it by itself. You pour a little bit into your cup and you have to dilute it with water. Now before I start, I want to tell you about the different glasses. Now in Mediterranean area, the color and the amount you can see right through the tea is the grade of your tea. So if you can see through it completely, that is the highest grade of tea. That's why all Mediterranean glasses are actual glass, so you can see through them and you can see the grade of the tea. Now in Asian countries, they have glasses that are porcelain with an infuser in them. And that's what they do. Now for British, they have a tea cup in a saucer with it. So now I have 3 different teas. I have green, I have black, and I have chamomile. There are 4 different types of teapots. There's metal, glass, ceramic, and porcelain. Now for the metal, it's not pleasant and the flavor doesn't come out right and it's just not pleasant to drink. But these 3 are very good for brewing. So now I'm going to put a little bit in and show you how to do it. So you can use these. These are reusable, and you just put it in there. Reusable tea bags. For this one, you can, after you're done, you can just wash it out and use it again. Now for this one, I'm using disposable tea bags. So I'm going to fill up my tea bag with my tea, and I'm going to pour in my tea, and then you want to fill it just to about halfway. So I'm going to put in a little bit more, and then you just flip over this little flap, and then you put it in your pot. Now for the last way is you just put it straight in with nothing in there. It's just the tea in there. So now I'm going to fill it up with hot water. This is boiling water, which it has to be. So you're going to fill it up. And then you're going to fill up the rest of them. So now I filled all of them up. I'm going to put this one. I have a stovetop brewer here. It is a brewer in Mediterranean area that is very popular. It is called samovar. So now I have brought my teapot and I'm going to put it on top of my samovar, and that is how it brews. And then I'm going to cover it with a tortilla warmer, and I'm going to turn it all the way to the lowest setting that my stovetop can go to. So now we leave it for 5 to 10 minutes, and then it will be ready to drink. Now, if you don't have samovar or a brewer, you can use steamers, but you have to make sure the water under it is boiling hot water. So now I'm going to put my big one into my big steamer. And then I'm going to put my small one into my small steamer. And then you're not going to put the lid on these. You're going to cover it with towels. And let it sit for about 5 minutes. So the reason I have these shells in my tea is because it adds flavor. These are cardamom shells, and I really like them in the tea because it just adds that extra bit of flavor. I also have some orange blossom in them, and that also adds a lot of flavor, and it just makes the tea overall a lot tastier. So now they're brewed, but I'm going to, if you remember, these are the concentrate. So I'm going to fill it up a quarter to halfway, and I'm going to dilute it with hot water. But if you like your tea extremely strong, you can just straight pour the concentrate, but the caffeine in it is extremely high. In the green tea and the black tea, it's very high. So now I'm going to pour a little bit of my chamomile, just about that much, and I'll put a little bit more. It should be good. And then I'm going to pour a little bit, about that much. I spilled some. And then a little bit. So now, since this one had no filter in it, we have to get a small sift, and while we're pouring it in, use this as a filter. And now, I'm going to dilute it with some hot water. And now you can see the difference of the grade of this tea, that it's been concentrated and diluted, with the grade of our instant chamomile tea, which it is a little harder to see through and the color's a little darker, but this one is very light color and it's see-through. So now, usually in Mediterranean area, all of our teas are served with 2 teacups or 2 sugar cubes in them. But instead of that, you can use saffron, hard candy, rock candy, and you can use this to add some sweetness into them and dissolve the saffron into it, which adds that great flavor of the saffron into the tea. So now, or the third way you can do it is you can pour a little bit of sugar into it and then you stir it around. Or there is another way. You could just drink the tea by itself, or you can eat it with baklava, which I made a video about that, which I will put in the description, the link how to make the best baklava. And that is how you can eat it with baklava, and you can eat it with any of your other sweet, anything of your choice. I sometimes like to eat it with dates. If you like this video, give me a subscribe, give me a thumbs up down below, and if you have any comments or any suggestions, put them down in the comment section.